Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be doing my good man Pexto. Today we are going to be doing loved YouTubers who suddenly became hated. Why? Today we're going to be figuring out who and why some YouTubers go from such positive communities to finding out rock bottom has a basement. Let's go.
These are 6 YouTubers who went from universally loved to suddenly hated, starting with comedy YouTuber and TikToker Kabi Lame, who in our
1 second. Sorry about that. It was a little quiet.
over 2021 would deviate from his usual style of content to talk about racism. We are almost in 2022 and people still use racism because they have nothing to do in their life. Kabi would then insist that not being racist wasn't enough, you needed to be anti-racist. But this wasn't as well received as he probably hoped, and Kabi started losing followers. Still, he stuck to his values. You can unfollow me, I don't care about the numbers, I care about your hearts. And in response, people pulled up his old sexist videos and accused him of body shaming. As a result, Kabi lost over 400,000 followers, going from one of the most beloved to one of the most hated creators on TikTok. But then a YouTube comment drew attention to something odd. Kabi is not cancelled. All the Charlie fans are just mad because he's about to pass Charlie, so they look for any excuse to cancel him. Realizing what was actually going on, Kabi's fans started supporting him again, and the TikToker gained more than 1 million followers the next day. With that, Kabi was finally able to surpass Charlie D'Amelio as the most followed person on TikTok.
See, the thing is like you're gonna get it's all ups and downs, right? It's just like the stock market. It's just like crypto. It's all ups and downs. You're gonna get peaks. You're gonna get drops. It's just a matter of how big the peaks are compared to the drops. Because if you're peaking 20% and then dropping 5%, and that's consistent, well then yeah, you're doing something right. Where some people they do 10% increases and like 40% drops.
But while Kabi didn't deserve the hate, challenge YouTuber Eric had it coming after a series of fake videos. On December 7th, 2023, Soggy Cereal would expose Eric for faking his 30 Days Around the World series.
If you go to episode 3 and pause right here, you can clearly see the 12th September timestamp on his watch. I presume he started filming this challenge at the start of September, giving Eric an entire 3 months head start before even starting his 30-day series challenge on YouTube.
That's of course, fucking Prime in there. I'm guessing Logan Paul's in here. But yeah, I mean, I hang on 1 second. Sorry, I kind of lost my point there. What I was gonna say is, yeah, that's the thing about posting on the internet. You gotta realize that even if you leave small little things, something like if this little frame of image right here something was going goofy with it, people are gonna know. People will zoom on that shit and be like, "Oh, what do we got here? Looks like we got a little something." But people think that no, they won't see it. Internet doesn't care that much. They do.
Initially, Eric, real name Eric, denied these accusations. As I mentioned in the videos, some of them were shot before the series so we could give ourselves a head start to edit and make the vids as good as possible. But fans weren't buying it. In episode 6, when he goes to the coffee shop and tells his audience to leave a good review there, his own review was posted in September. More evidence. And the final nail in the coffin came 2 months later when Eric doxed a private pilot.
This pilot guy has chosen to stay completely anonymous because this whole flying into the angle thing is in the gray area of what's legal.
To hide his identity, we agreed to call him.
He used the real name of the pilot as fake name of the pilot.
When he did that, it looked like he said corny. Guessing it probably is Corey. I don't know any of these people. I don't know anyone on the screen right now. I know this dude looks like a clown because he's being one right now, but it looked like he said corny. But if I had to guess, Corey.
While the YouTuber continued posting the same kind of videos as before, his views were no longer what they used to be. Much like Dream, whose PDF file allegations and subsequent behavior would destroy his 32 million subscriber empire. On October 4th, 2022, just 2 days after his ill-received face reveal, Dream would be accused of flirting.
I don't remember being there for this, but I remember people talking about this. And, I mean, 32 million subs? Holy shit. You built an empire at that point. And you're gonna go and Fiddle with some kids?
With a 17-year-old fan. Worse, just 10 days later, another fan came out with similar allegations. Dream, you effed up. I am now getting the law involved. The pictures, messages, everything. And the Dream hate train began. Minecraft YouTuber accused of inappropriate interactions with a minor? Color me shocked. A year later, however, Dream made an hour-long video proving the allegations to be lies.
I didn't have any contact with this person. I hardly even remember who this person is at all. And the only messages I could even find with this person were friendly Twitter DMs. And even in those Twitter DMs, I mentioned that they had 18 in their bio.
And just a year later, the YouTuber found himself in another controversy after attacking Tommy Innett's fans with a slur. Tommy was quick to defend his audience, posting a video, Dream, the very next day.
You can't throw around the arse slur, mate. You just can't. My mum worked with adults with disabilities, and since I was 12, I volunteered with her. These are real amazing people.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like because I know there's some people like Asmongold who uses the R word and stuff, and it's like you can use it, but I just feel like you gotta be kind of careful. It's like pulling the whole yo mama thing, or like your mom. What if their mom's dead, or what if their mom's not doing well? It's like, how about just don't take that risk? In my opinion.
Who I think of like family.
In response, 2 days later, Dream uploaded, I'm sorry, but not to Tommy Innett.
I posted a meme on Twitter that used the R word, and I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. Genuinely.
Dream then accused Tommy of using child labor.
Tommy went with a merch company that actually had some really cool designs, with some very hardworking child laborers to make it possible.
Unfortunately for him, Tubbo called him out for defamation.
The wide impact of this clip that you've put on here is blatantly accusing Tom of making his merch with child labor. You don't say in your video, oh, I'm sure he didn't know about this. You don't say that this is completely directed at the company, which is, by definition, defamation.
Only problem with that is from what I've been told, I've never been in a lawsuit. Knocking on wood there. I don't want to get into, but from what I've been told, defamation cases are so hard to prove because again, I don't know the exacts, but you have to like prove it was ill will, like, and you have to, it's a whole thing you got to go through. That's why most people just back out of it, because they know I ain't getting through this one.
This forced Dream to backtrack.
Tommy, no matter what, did not commit any crimes. Tommy's not on the stand here.
As expected, this only got him more hate. This argument is Tubbo pointing out Dream's mistakes and Dream saying, yes, but I didn't mean it that way. And his views fell to less than half of what they used to be. But Dream's fall from grace does not compare to reaction YouTuber Kwebbelkop, who turned his 15 million subscribers against him with just one mistake.
I'm assuming it's the AI. You build something like right now. If I can't imagine myself 5 years from now, if I keep going the way I'm going, 10 subscribers, by the way, thank you so much. But if I keep going the way I'm going now, where I see the graph starting to do this, where in your mind does AI come in?
Back in August 2023, Kwebbelkop would make a big announcement. Kwebbelkop AI is now live. We'll be posting 4 videos a week starting today and will 100% focus on improving the AI every single day. But this was met with instant backlash, and 2 months later, Kwebbelkop seemed to recognize where he had gone wrong.
I made a mistake. I thought that Kwebbelkop AI would be accepted in a...
In what world are you gonna put an Instagram avatar on a Minecraft video? And I can't imagine this video did good numbers, right? Like his AI videos, I can't imagine. I mean, kids maybe that have like been following, but other than that, like.
Embraced.
But just as fans thought the old Kwebbelkop was back, the YouTuber made the worst decision possible.
Every second you've been watching of this video so far has been completely AI generated. The Kwebbelkop you're seeing on the screen right now is not really me.
Safe to say, this move was not well received. This ends like an effing horror film. I'm not impressed, I'm scared. Despite this, even after 2 years, the YouTuber still hasn't learned his lesson.
So I see this question a lot. Why are you posting a bunch of AI videos? And let me tell you that it's not for the money. I've been...
Why else would you be? To me, that's just mind-boggling. I still need to put out videos, but I just can't do them. So if you can't do the videos, then why are you using AI to do it? Well, you gotta keep that cash flow, but don't tell them that because then it looks bad. But I got shit to do, and it's like, then just stop YouTube. If you've moved past the YouTuber ranks or whatever, you feel like you're out of YouTube, then stop doing YouTube. Don't have iRobot come in and generate it for you.
Running this project for well over a year now, and not a single dollar has been made. I just really like doing it. I just love making videos with AI. I just love the challenge of trying to make the videos good.
But the YouTube...
I love it when these it's the same energy as like those fake museums, right? Where they like do with the sand that falls and everyone starts clapping. I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about, the buckets of sand. Like, it's shit like that where it's like, oh, the amount of effort. No, all this dude did was just type in, make a copy of this 13 million subscriber YouTuber that has all these videos and copy and paste the same thing but make it AI. That's not effort.
The YouTuber was soon called out for his low-quality AI videos. Nevertheless, the YouTuber continued posting AI shorts with most of the videos only getting a couple thousand views. Even worse...
Shorts? Y'all remember the Vsauce? If you saw the Vsauce video, I mean, that dude was averaging millions. There was one that was like 280 million, but like... Bro, like peaking at 2,000? Oh, that's... Oh.
He's only doubled down with Kwebbelkop AI 3.0. Now, although Kwebbelkop got hate for abandoning his audience, tech YouTuber Marques Brownlee would get hate for abandoning his morals. On September 24th, 2024, Marques would launch his own wallpaper app.
You guys have always been asking me where I get my wallpapers, so now we've put them all in one place. It's called Panels.
This wasn't received as well as the YouTuber probably hoped. I wonder how insanely out of touch you have to be to think a $50 a year subscription for a wallpaper app is a good idea.
$50 a year for a wallpaper app? Do you know how many free wallpaper apps there are? Like, if you want cats, dogs, dragons, medieval, fucking anime, if you want literally any wallpaper, plus screenshot. Is that not a thing? Unless this is like the active ones where it's like they move and shit. But I doubt that. I highly doubt that. Okay.
Prompting Marques to acknowledge his mistake.
That was a total misjudgment on my part. I didn't really properly explain the features or what it did, why it existed, or why it even had a premium price tier. And it had a bunch of other issues at launch to begin with that it never should have had.
But barely a month later, he ended up in another, more serious controversy when he drove 96 miles an hour in a school zone and tried to hide it. Worse, Marques then deleted the driving clip altogether, seemingly trying to cover up his actions. And
again, once it's on the internet, you can't... People act like, again... I'll post it, they're just not going to see it. And if they see it, they're not going to care. That's not how the internet works, buddy.
And while he eventually admitted he was wrong and took accountability...
There was a clip in that video, since removed, of POV driving a Lamborghini and accelerating to over 90 miles an hour in a 35 mile an hour zone. It's just stupid and dangerous. Not just for the actual act, which was stupid and dangerous, but also for the potential precedent that it could set.
His response to another controversy...
Honestly, the more part is the kids. You know, like I definitely feel like the kids play a bigger part than the act. Like, who gives a fuck? You're being stupid. Like, you're gonna hurt other people. If you were hurt, if there was like no one else that could be harmed, then it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But in a school zone, it's a zone for a reason. Like, literally, it's not like everything else besides there. It's just that spot. You can't do it in that spot.
Mercy, where he promoted the scam shopping extension Honey, was much less satisfactory.
Obviously, if I had known any of this, I never would have worked with Honey, and neither would the creators who did, but clearly nobody knew about this going on. The lesson learned here definitely is for myself and basically every other creator who got.
Honestly, I think most people, when they saw that news, they went, fuck. Like, a lot of the big YouTubers, and to be fair, I don't think anyone besides Markiplier famously predicted that shit, which, good on him, man. That you couldn't have told me. If I would have seen that video before, I would have been like, Mark. But nope. But yeah, I think a lot of YouTubers got hit by that, and it was, oof. It was big damages. I don't think it hit as many people as they think. It hit a lot of people, but I don't think them coming out as a scam affected as many people with the YouTubers. Like, yeah, some of them left, obviously, but I feel like a lot, like me included, like when I found out Charlie did it, I was like, I don't care. Like, I never used it, so... But I know some people did, so...
With working with Honey is to be even more skeptical about the products and companies that we actually put in front of our audience.
He didn't even actually apologize. That's crazy. Nevertheless, Mark...
That's the problem with half the apology videos you see on YouTube. Anytime there's an apology video, you just gotta... Go ahead and turn on your microwave, get a bag of popcorn, pop that shit in there, because you're about to witness a goddamn clown show.
Keys has continued posting normally, unlike Minecraft YouTuber Wilbur Scott, whose serious accusations left him no choice but to disappear forever. On February 24th, 2024, Wilbur would be accused of abuse by his ex-girlfriend, Shelby Grace.
He had this habit of biting. In the last couple of months of the relationship, that every time he bit me, it was until I needed to use this safe word.
Are you teething? Like, am I dumb? Again, I'm not trying to, downgrade her. I feel terrible for her for going through this, but like, biting? Why?
It had become his benchmark for when to stop. Only once I was definitely hurt.
And Wilbur only became...
Definitely hurt? I'm just like pain. Excruciating pain. Then yes, okay. Then I'll stop.
Worse.
Sometimes he would bite me and I would yell out the safe word because it hurt so bad, and he'd clamp down even harder.
The video was...
See that? That brown thing right here? Not this one. That door? That's for you, buddy. Let's skedaddle. Leave and don't come back. Why? Madam, this is when you call authorities. I just say, probably should call authorities at this point.
Was enough to turn Wilbur's fans against him. This man got me through self-unaliving times and times of abuse and all the venting of other people. I can't believe I found comfort in a monster. And though the YouTuber released an apology just 3 days later, this wasn't as well received as Wilbur had hoped. Worse.
I'm not even gonna go back. I saw consensual and play. Nah.
Shelby was right about not being the only ex Wilbur had abused, as another woman also came out about her abusive experience with him. And this was the final nail needed to permanently destroy Wilbur's career. The YouTuber lost more than 500,000 subscribers and disappeared from the internet, no longer streaming or posting to his channel.
I wonder why. That's and again
These
another
are 6 YouTube.
Again an absolute another banger from our boy Pexto himself. Absolute banger. For sure, go to his channel. I'll leave his link in the description down below, and go leave him a like, subscribe. I realized all these videos I've been a hypocrite. I finally have subscribed to him, so you should do the same. And as well, give him a like down below because he does deserve it. These videos are amazing. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and leave a like down below if you enjoyed the video. Comment what you did or did not like about the video, or what else you want to see in the future, and subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.